Hey, old man. I know you're a pro at dealing with paperwork, right? Well, I'm gonna need your expertise to help me fill out some forms. I'll drop off all the stuff that needs to be completed right on your desk, alright? I'm counting on you to get it done.
I'm sorry, but who is this?
My name is Charlie.
Hey, and nice to meet you, Charlie. I'm sorry if we've met before, but I don't remember you.
Hey, just to give you a heads up, I'm one of the fresh faces around here. Don't forget to remember me, alright? As a full-time employee, I've got a ton of other tasks on my plate. I can't afford to waste all my time on basic office stuff. I was considering throwing in the towel because I was drowning in work. But that's when I spotted you. You were at your desk dealing with a mountain of paperwork. Impressive stuff.
So you're one of the new employees of this company.
Well, I must say, it's quite a shocker that this company actually hires old men like yourself. You're probably just a part-time worker assigned to handle all the mind-numbing paperwork, right? Us full-time workers, we have the luxury of being able to boss you around, don't we? Essentially, you're nothing more than my personal servant. I've thought about hiring some elderly ladies do my bidding, but it seems like they all prefer to call it a day as soon as the clock strikes 5 p.m. I was simply on the hunt for someone to lend me a hand with my workload.
So let me get this straight. You actually had the audacity to make one of your coworkers do your work? I'm starting to question whether you're even a legitimate employee here. Everyone in this company is swamped with their own responsibilities. We're all juggling office tasks alongside meeting sales targets. It's absolutely unacceptable for you to dump your workload on others. You need to take responsibility for your own job instead of burdening your colleagues.
Are you seriously giving me lip? How dare you? Just who do you think you are? Let me remind you, I'm a full-time employee, and you need to show me some respect. Don't forget, you're just a part-time worker, which means you should shut your mouth. And do as I say without talking back to me.
Are you implying that being a full-time worker automatically grants you extra respect? Do you honestly believe this company approves of such an attitude? I can assure you that the values promoted by this company do not align with that mindset. We strive to foster a culture where everyone treats each other with respect and dignity. Whether you're a full-time or part-time worker, it doesn't make a difference. We're all here to collaborate, work together, and build a positive work environment.
That's just what they say so the company looks good. Don't you get that? Can't you see the reality here? There's a clear hierarchy within this company. Full-time workers have the authority to boss around part-time workers. And mark my words, if any of those part-time ladies dare to disobey me again, they'll be out the door faster than they can blink. Immediate termination, no questions asked.
I don't think that a regular worker like you has that kind of authority. How can you say such a thing? I think it's unacceptable.
You know what? I actually have some serious authority around here. Wanna know why? Well, it's all thanks to my parents and their special connections. My dad happens to be great friends with the big boss, the CEO of this company. That's how I landed this job without having to go through any interviews or formalities. I'm not your run-of-the-mill employee. My friend, I'm on a whole different level. And let me tell you, if I ever feel like flexing my authority, I've got plenty to go around.
Ah, I get it now. I wasn't aware of that background information. So, that explains why you've been strutting around acting all high and mighty towards everyone else. It's completely unacceptable that you're leveraging your special connection to boss people around and bully your coworkers. It's time for you to have a serious attitude check and start treating everyone with the respect they deserve.
Hold on a moment. Are you accusing me of bullying? Let's not get overly dramatic here. All I did was ask for people for help when I needed it. Sure, I might have came off as aggressive sometimes, but that's because my role holds significant importance within this company. If you continue to push my buttons, you might find yourself without a job pretty quickly. I tend to get rather angry when people can't comply with my reasonable request.
I'm telling you that the attitude that you have is very wrong.
What's your deal, huh? Why do you keep opening your mouth and talking back to me? Are you sure you want to keep testing my patience and land yourself on my bad side? Let's face it, you're nothing more than an old man with a part-time job in this place. Finding another job at your age? Good luck with that. I bet it'll be a real struggle for you. I'm pretty sure you're desperate to earn money and support your precious little family, aren't you?
Yeah, I guess that's true. I do need to earn money for my family. I think it's very unlikely that I'm going to get fired from this company, though. I was wondering, where did you even get my phone number? I don't remember giving it to you.
I got your number from Henry, that tall guy with blonde hair. I saw you guys talking, so I figured I'd ask him. What were you guys talking about? Were you begging him for help with your work? You want to impress the boss so you can get a promotion, right? He doesn't have any special connections like me, so I doubt he'll be able to help.
That's not what we were talking about.
Anyway, enough about this. I just need you to finish all the paperwork that I'm going to leave on your desk by tomorrow. The deadline for most of this is the day after tomorrow. I expect you to get everything done by tomorrow, so that way I can double check everything. I just left it all on your desk. I'll leave the rest to you.
Please stop forcing your jobs onto others. You need to do it yourself. If you keep acting like this, then you're the one that's going to get fired.
That's never going to happen because of the connections I have with the higher-ups of this company. Stop making empty threats, old man. I've got to get going now. Good luck with the work.
You should really listen to me. Hey, Henry, did you really give my number to that new guy called Charlie? I received a message from him out of nowhere just now.
Yeah, that was me. Sorry, I forgot to tell you about it. I was really busy when he asked me to give him your number. I completely forgot to tell you about it. I wondered why he even wanted your contact number in the first place. I didn't even have time to ask him why.
I think he's mistaken me as one of the part-time office workers.
Wait, what? I guess this all makes sense now. I thought it was weird that he wanted your number. He's just a new employee. He's not really in a position to be asking for your number. I've only ever seen him pick on people that are below him. I did think it was kind of weird.
The way he was texting me was very aggressive and offensive. Is that how he acts every day?
Yeah, pretty much. He's not the kind of guy you want to get too friendly with. He treats his coworkers of equal position pretty normally. It's just that he seems to really look down on part-time workers. He thinks he's very superior compared to them.
I see. Thanks for letting me know. I have a really bad feeling about him. Do you have any other information about him that I should know?
I've only ever heard rumors about him, so I'm not sure it's definitely true. But I've heard that he's physically abused some of the part-time workers that have disobeyed him. I also heard that he's been forcing some of them to give him some money.
That better not be true. I can't believe it. Why didn't you tell me any of this before?
Well, I didn't think it was something for you to worry about. Also, one of our coworkers got beaten up the last time they tried to report him.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
He was one of the guys that started working here around the same time as me. He had a strong sense of justice and tried to warn Charlie when he was bullying the part-time workers. Charlie decided to see him after work and did some terrible things to him.
Can you tell me the name of that guy that got beaten up by Charlie? I want to talk to him and get to the bottom of this problem.
That's not possible, because that guy quit working here quite a while ago. He resigned from his position a few days after the incident happened.
You knew about all of this and didn't do anything about it?
I only found out about it after he quit. If I knew about it while it was happening, I would have tried to do something about it. It wasn't like I knew him that well, and I don't have his contact number.
It's disappointing to think that these things are happening without me knowing. Is there anything else that you know?
I think he's stealing some of the company's money for his own use. This is just some of the rumors I've heard, so I have no idea if it's true. I heard that he goes out to drink and party at night and pays for it with the company's money. He secretly files some of it as company expenses.
I see. That's good to know. Anything else?
It's difficult for us to do anything because he's got into the company through special means, right? He says that he has connections with the CEO, so it's hard for us to disobey him. If the CEO is on his side, we really can't do anything.
I don't think the CEO is on his side at all. He just doesn't know about any of this. He has a strong sense of right and wrong, and would not allow any of this to happen in his company if he knew about it. I find it very unlikely that he would allow Charlie to act like this.
Are you sure about that? Charlie always threatens us by saying that the CEO is on his side. He says that he's going to get us fired if we don't listen to what he says. He makes that threat almost daily. That's why no one can oppose him.
I can't believe I hadn't managed to notice this up until now. How about his work ethic? Does he get a lot of work done?
I don't think so. I've never seen him working properly. He also forces all of his office work onto the part-time workers. I've never seen him do any of his own paperwork. We actually prefer that he forces his job onto others, though, because he's completely incompetent. If he does the office work himself, there's just so many mistakes that we have to correct. I actually prefer it when the part-time workers help him out.
Are you seriously saying that? You're just letting him do what he wants? I really thought you were a better man.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't tell you about this earlier. I was really busy with my own work and didn't want to cause trouble by opposing him.
I understand why you didn't do anything about it, but you did come through in the end. Thanks for telling me about it. I'll try to do something to sort this problem out.
What do you think you're doing? Things like this happen because you use the cafeteria when you're just a part-time worker. How does it feel to have hot soup poured all over you?
What the hell do you think you're doing? Why did you think it would be okay to throw boiling hot soup on me? I could have gotten seriously burned.
This is all your fault. You deserve to have that soup poured over you. I ordered you to do some of my work and you failed to do it. A part-time worker like you needs to listen to what I say. That was just a punishment for not obeying my orders.
You should do your own work yourself. Stop forcing other people to do it for you. Also, what you did was not acceptable, no matter what the reason was.
Just shut up, old man. You're a useless part-time worker that is being employed here out of pity. How dare you come to eat at the cafeteria? You shouldn't be wasting your time on eating. You need to work to prove your worth. If I see you here again, I'm going to do something much worse to you.
Did you really just call me a useless part-time worker? I'm the vice president of this company.
Haha, yeah, right. Have you gone senile? You should get that checked out.
I think there's been a huge misunderstanding between us. Did you really think that I was just a part-time worker? If that's what you think, then you're very wrong. I'm the vice president of this company.
What are you talking about? There's no way. That can't be true.
Why do you think it can't be true?
I saw you working with the other part-time workers. You had a bunch of paperwork stacked up on your desk. That was all given to you to complete by the other full-time workers, right? I also saw you in a tiny room working on your laptop. That room is disgusting. A regular worker wouldn't work in there.
I was only working there so that I could avoid distractions. I needed to focus to get a lot of work done that day. Nobody else uses that room, so I use it from time to time when I really need to get something done.
You're lying about all this, right? This can't be true.
If you don't believe me, then come to the boss's office right now. The CEO and I have some things that we would like to talk to you about. There's no way we can allow a piece of trash like you to keep doing what you want. We're gonna have to take some action against everything that you've done.
You're not serious about this, are you? Why do I have to come see the boss about this? Is it because of the suit? Was that taking things a little too far?
You should know why we want to see you. If you really don't know, You'll find out soon enough. Hurry up and start heading over here now.
Stop joking around like this. You actually scared me for a moment. I know you're just an old man. There is no way that someone like you is the vice president of this huge company.
You can find out if it's a joke or not when you get here. Come to the office now. That's an order. We'll be waiting for you at the boss's office.
I'm really sorry for everything that I've done. I had no idea that you really were the vice president of this company. You've got to believe me. I'm sorry if I offended you in any way.
You don't need to worry about it. I feel a lot better after watching you cry and beg me for forgiveness. It's been a while since I've seen a grown man cry like that. It's a shame that you got fired, though. I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors.
Would you please think about the decision again? I really want to keep working here. I don't think that I deserve to get fired. I think that the boss only fired me because he wasn't thinking straight at that time. Both him and my parents were too furious to make a rational decision. Would you please talk to them about this and get me my job back?
What are you talking about? I think it was a completely rational decision. It's already been decided, so we can't change the fact that you're getting fired. You were acting so arrogantly till yesterday. I can't believe that you're crying just because you got fired.
There's a good reason why I was crying. I didn't think that they would get this mad at me about this. I don't get it.
You didn't think that they would get mad at you for using the company's money? You partied and drank every night and used the company expenses to pay for it. Did you think that that was an acceptable thing to do because you had connections with the boss?
I didn't think that anybody would find out about that. I mean, the accounting department processes so many expense claims. It wasn't that much money compared to what this company earns.
If you didn't want anybody to find out, it probably wasn't a great idea to force other coworkers to come with you then. They told the truth about you as soon as we asked them about it. It really showed that no one in the company actually liked or cared about you at all. They only listened to you because they were scared of you.
I regret everything I did. I really am sorry for what I did. I promise that I will never use the company's money for my own expenses ever again. Would you please give me another chance? I'm begging you.
Why do you think that you would get another chance working here? You also poured an entire container of boiling hot soup on me, didn't you? What were you planning to do if I got injured from that? Even if you apologized to me, my injuries wouldn't have magically healed.
I'm really sorry about that too.
I'm planning to file a report to the police about this. Be prepared to have a talk with them at some point.
Wait, please don't do that. Don't report me to the police. Would you please just pass that off as a small argument between two coworkers? Arguments happen at companies all the time.
It was not an argument at all. You assaulted me for no reason. I think it's dangerous to let you keep doing what you want without any consequences. I have a responsibility to do something about you as the vice president of this company. I intend to make you pay for all the harm that you've caused to the people of this company.
I get that you're angry with me. I apologize for everything that I've done. Would you please forgive me and let me leave quietly?
I have no intention of forgiving you. I heard that you forced one of your coworkers to quit the company. You didn't like the fact that he called you out for bullying the part-time workers. You physically abused him and forced him to quit, right?
There was a good reason for that. I didn't force him to quit at all. He resigned himself. All I did was tell him that I have connections with the boss. As soon as I told him that, he admitted to defeat and quit the company.
Well, this time it's your turn to admit defeat. You think hierarchy is that important? You had things confused, but I'm far superior than you in this company. You really think that you have a chance against me? I guess you picked the wrong person to pick a fight with.
I'm really sorry for picking a fight with you. I respect you now, and this will never happen again.
Just give up already. No one's going to take your side after what you did. Both the boss and your parents were furious. I doubt they're ever going to forgive you. There's no way you're ever getting your job back. You should have thought about how all the people that you bullied and abused felt before you did what you did.
I'll go apologize to them all. So please, let me have my job back. I've never applied for a job in a normal way. So I don't think that I can get a job anywhere else.
That's not something for me to worry about. I'm really mad at myself that I didn't notice what you were doing earlier. I really need to do a better job as the vice president. My dream is to make a company where everyone can trust and respect each other. I don't ever want anyone like you working at this company ever again. Tuck your tail between your legs and walk away like the loser dog you are. After getting fired from the company, Charlie applied to many other companies as he had no money. None of the companies even offered him an interview, and that's when he realized how unvaluable he really was. He tried to ask his old coworkers to help him find a job, but nobody replied to him. The only reason people listened to him was because he made threats that he was the boss's friend. Once he was fired from the company, no one wanted anything to do with him. I hope that he struggles a lot from now on so that he can rethink the way that he treats others.